Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the basement, and welcome to this combo stream. I guess you could call it, where we will be beginning by having a watch party for the two-episode premiere of Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, and then after that, we will dive straight into the nerdy news. That is the plan for this evening. So fill your cup and light your smoke. Because it's time to get nerdy. So fill your cup and light your smoke. Because it's time to get nerdy. So fill your cup and light your smoke. Because it's time to get nerdy. Welcome, one and all, to this Wednesday stream from here in the basement. All right, let's deal with the elephant in the room right from jump. Yes, I'm aware I have this thing on my face. This bright, shiny motherfucking whatever the hell this motherfucker is. It's there. Let's all recognize it and move past it. So how are we all doing this evening? Welcome in, whether you are here live or watching on the replay. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it a lot. I think we're gonna have a pretty good stream tonight, folks. We are going to begin, as I stated a little while ago, by watching the first two episodes of Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. I was originally considering waiting to watch the show on Thursdays just because they're doing that stupid fucking midnight 3 a.m. bullshit drop time. But after hearing like literally nothing but glowing reports about this show, I said, fuck it, I don't want to wait. I don't want to try and stay in the bubble that long. So I said, to hell with it. We're going to do a combo stream. We're going to do watch party, and then we're going to talk nerdy news. That's how we're going to do this shit. So here we are. Fudge ripple. Oops. Annoying. You misbehave. I don't like it when you misbehave. Oh well. Any hoodles. I hope everybody's doing well. I'm anticipating a good time tonight. I hope you're ready for having a good time tonight. I think you're going to have one too. Alrighty. Everything to cooperate over here. Weirdness, I say. Well, I guess we can do just a little bit of a preview of what I'm going to be, of the nerdy news I want to go over. Obviously, we're going to go over that which has been kind of dominating the TwitX, and that was in conversations and many other platforms as well. And that would be Anthony Mackie's comments from the other day. And then Hudson Thames' comments from the other day. And if we have to talk about him, we're about to listen to him talk a lot. He is the voice of Peter Parker in Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. And then we're going to talk about Anthony Mackie's clarification. And then if we have energy left, there's some other Marvel tidbits that have dropped here and there. Mostly stuff the Daredevil showrunner said. So there's there's a bit of a preview for that for you. Piddle around a little longer, give people a chance to get in here live. And then we will watch the show. Few people around the Daredevil Born Again show have been saying stuff. A couple actors been talking, showrunners been talking. And here's a little tidbit we can I'll talk about for a bit having to do with this. There's plenty of others, but just to kill some time. Y'all remember like the 1.138 seconds we got to see the homie here in the Daredevil trailer? Well, he is the son of James Gandolfini. He is Michael Gandolfini. And now we finally have a clue. According to SFX magazine, Michael Gandolfini's character in Daredevil Born Again will be Wilson Fisk's protege, who is pulled into a world he barely understands. Now that's actually kind of fun, if you think about it. The idea of Wilson Fisk having a protege is interesting because just think of the mindset you'd have to have, or potentially the massive amount of ignorance you'd have to work for him. Like, and I bring up the ignorance thing because you would work for him if you were evil like him, or if you were just clueless about who he actually is. So, first of all, it sounds like he's more the latter than the former, given that he's pulled into a world he barely understands. It seems to me personally, this is just my, I don't know, impression based on that phrase, pulled into a world he barely understands, is that he is the naive one, the ignorant one, the one who thinks Wilson Fisk is just a politician who wanted to be mayor for no reason other than to serve the people of New York. So that's kind of the way I think they're going to be painting him, at least, you know, to start. So I'm kind of curious to see what they do with his character. They didn't give him a name in this little blurb. They just said he's a Wilson Fisk's protege who is pulled into a world he barely understands. The fun part, and if they do it right, this could be super compelling, and this he could actually be a really cool character. Is how they handle how much he learns, how they handle how he handles how he handles his new knowledge. You know, will he figure out the true extent of who Wilson Fisk is? Will he just kind of learn about the bare edges of it and dip? Will he be intrigued by it and want to go deeper? If they do that right, this dude could be like his plot line could be pretty compelling if they handle it correctly. There's definitely potential for that character, whatever his fucking name is. So that's just one of the little blurbs that was out there that I have a feeling we're gonna be spending a lot of time on what actors say. So I don't know how many of these little blurbs we'll actually get to, but that one was technically one of the less important ones, but still kind of cool if if you really kind of sit there and think about it. Like, really should just go find the article in SFX magazine because that seems like that's where a lot of these quotes are coming from. Oh, really? That's interesting. Huh. I don't know if I want to show this to you guys or not. I kind of do. So, you know how we've been wondering, and this rumor has the potential. Before I continue, to be very spoilery. So, potential spoiler warning. Okay, spoiler, spoiler. You know how we've all been wondering which of Matt's friends are gonna die, or is it both? Well, according to the Beyond reporter, who is becoming bigger and bigger, and that's because this person has been pretty accurate for the most part. No scooper is ever 100% correct, but the Beyond reporter's reputation is growing, and justifiably. I've been kind of keeping track lately. So, um, so remember how we were wondering? Well, it looks like it's only going to be one of them. And it does not look like it's going to be Karen Page. According to the Beyond reporter, Deborah Ann Wall will return in season 2 of Daredevil Born Again. I am not saddened by this news. What's up, Travis? How you doing, man? Saw the first episode, expecting it to be great, and actually loved it. Just got better as it went. Well, good news, buddy. We're watching the first two. So, if you enjoyed it that much, hopefully you'll enjoy watching episode 1 again. And then, of course, moving right on into episode 2. What up, C-Dub? You guys realize that I've been having to sit here and vamp to the fucking camera for like 20 minutes now? You realize this? It's cool. I was talking to the replay people. Did you guys see what was on screen before I went back to just all of this? Did you see it? Pretty sure Travis did. Did you see it, Dub? And do you want to see something very... Foggy will be busy coaching a hockey team of blind people, the Mighty Devils. Oh, Jesus Christ, Travis. Oh, what the fuck, dude? That's good, though. That's funny. That is funny, but also the fuck. But that's why I like it. And that's why I find it funny, because it's the fuck. I love the fuck humor, but I have to say it. Do you want to know, C-Dub? It's very spoilery about Daredevil. Because if you don't want to know, say so, and I will not repeat what I said, and then don't rewind. Trying to watch Josh's member stream on Twitch, but you can't watch it anymore unless you're subbed through Twitch. Wait, so Josh's Twitch stream? Are you saying Josh's Twitch stream has turned into a paywall stream? Because doesn't subbed mean you're paying over there? Please correct me if I'm wrong. All right. Again, warning. If you're just now popping in or somehow got to this portion of the replay and missed it last time, potential massive spoiler warning about Daredevil Born Again. Spoiler. Warning. Alright, that's all you get. So remember how we were wondering if both of them were going to die or just one of them? Well, according to the Beyond Reporter, who actually is growing. Oh, if you're sub through YouTube, you can't watch Josh's member stream on Twitch. Okay. Can't you just follow him on? Oh, no, never mind. Okay, I got you. I am less confused. Thank you. But yeah, it would appear if either of them are actually going to die, it is definitely not going to be Karen Page, according to the Beyond Reporter, who's growing in stature, because they're pretty accurate. Easily as accurate as my time. I think even more accurate. Not quite. We're not talking Alex Perez or Jeff Snyder level here, but the upper echelon of tier 2 this person's getting there for sure. So, I mean, obviously a rumor. I gotta emphasize it's a rumor. But if it's true, poor fucking Foggy. I mean, we all, I would say a lot of people, not all, but a lot of people were figuring it was going to be Foggy rather than Karen. And now, at least according to the Beyond Reporter, our suspicions have been confirmed. Even though they really haven't been completely confirmed, they're kind of confirmed. kind of confirmed now. Just a wee bit. All right. Pull up your Disney Pluses. Let's get ready to watch this shit. I'm ready to watch this shit. Are you ready to watch this shit? I hope you're ready to watch this shit, because I'm ready to watch this shit. Here, let me, here we go. Now you know I'm bobbing. Okay. Enough of that. All right. Get your Disney Pluses pulled up. And I messed up, so let the little Disney thing play, and then as soon as the screen goes black, hit pause. So right after the little Disney thing, pause right after that, right when the screen goes black. And let me know when you're ready. Travis says Matt gets possessed by the actual devil, then accidentally decapitates Foggy, but he buries him in his backyard, and he comes back. No one will get that reference. The Pet Cemetery. Yes? No? Sort of Pet Cemetery like. Let us see one of Chillin's favorite Marvel characters gets a badass sequence at the start. Oh, well, fuck yeah. Let's go. See, now I'll right now, Travis is just encouraging me to want to rush you motherfuckers more. So hurry up. And also, we're about to see how well Travis knows me. Yeah. All right, chat. One's in there if you're ready to go. I want to start this shit like toot sweet. Foggy got decapitated by Devin Sawa in Idle Hands. Huh. If that's the movie I'm thinking of, that movie's old as fuck. I know, because I'm old as fuck. And I had no idea that was him. Actually, I don't remember if I ever actually watched that movie. I just know I was, if it's the one I'm thinking of, I just know I was young when that bitch came out. Like, we're talking 90s here, early 90s, if I remember right. Late 90s? Damn. The one where his hand's possessed by the devil with Foggy and Seth Green as his stoner buddies. Shit, I remembered Seth Green. I didn't realize that was Foggy. That's hilarious. Okay, that is the one I was thinking of, but it's late 90s? God damn. Well, I was still young. Early 20s. In the late 90s. Let's not make an issue of it. All right. Let's see here. All right. I'm going to go in a little less than a minute. basically, when the song's over, I'm gonna pause the playlist, and then we're gonna watch this fucking show. So, in the words of Scar, be prepared. Yeah, I fucking went there. Yeah. Okay, so that takes care of that. Do that. Do that. Do that. Oh yeah, I got new headphones. No more of them earbud things. Solid brand. JVC, solid brand. 13 motherfucking bucks on Amazon, bro. That's it. Oh, I best mute myself. It would appear. How did I get unmuted? How has there not been an echo? What's up, Brooke? How has there not been an echo this entire time? That's fucking wild. Did y'all just put up with it? Oh, bro, never apologize for spending time with the family. Ever. Family first always. Like if something's going on with my family, I love y'all, but also fuck y'all. Like I'm just being honest. In that circumstance, like, sorry. I would hope you would understand. All right. Get your Disney Plus pulled up, Brooke, because we're about to start this shit. I give you. Yeah, I know. I've heard nothing but good things. Tom Hardy also did that movie called Locke, which takes place in a car, and Tom Holland plays his son, whose name is Eddie. There will likely be an echo in Daredevil. Hmm, interesting. Could be. Wouldn't surprise me. I mean, he was in her show. Yeah, but yeah, exactly. Echoes. All right, it is time. We will start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Play. Oh, they went with young. They went with young hot Aunt May. Iron Man. Okay. That oh, bug it's a big bug alien with a venom symbiote. Hey, Steven. Oh shit. All right. There it is. I love the cape. I've loved the cape from since the movies or the cloak, whatever you want to fucking call it. Ah, so much for the Eye of Agamotto and the Time Stone inside it. So he still has the Time Stone wherever he's from. Well, now you got his attention. That school got fucked up. Interdimensional spider. So he gets an interdimensional spider. I like the comic booky feel. And like this is old as Spider-Man comic book looking stuff, but also not. Okay, that theme slaps. I mean, I disagree with you a bit, Travis, but I mean, I'm glad you liked that sequence. Yes, I love the Cloak of Skulls. And that was so Raimi. I love Raimi. I may have mentioned it before. Okay, so I was wrong. That is Harry Osborn. Ooh. Ooh. Ah. Yeah. Oh, sweet Jesus. Pearl. um, that my vapor fidget spinner. The answer to that is yes. I wonder if that's our Flash Thompson. Lonnie Lincoln. Okay, it's not Flash Thompson. What's up, Delta Dan? Probably. What's up, King? How you doing, man? Thanks for coming by. Hmm. I do believe we're going to get some backstory on Mr. Lonnie here, and I find that I'm interested. That was, I don't know if y'all got your yeah. Let's just say the captioning is not 100% accurate with the what's being said sometimes. That's all right, C-Dub. I will never condemn you for watching this shit with your kids ever. Nice. That's cool, C-Dub. And here we go. Heh. Well, I'm just checking to see if the nope, no previews or anything. All right, go ahead, click next episode, and then pause. We'll chit chat about this for a bit. Womp. Yeah, okay, this show's dope. I like how they recreated the Civil War scene right there at the end too. Subbing out one rich tech genius for another. Pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. I enjoyed that episode. What y'all think? Excuse me. That was pretty cool. Yeah, that was a pretty cool introduction, bro, for sure. And I kind of like the callback to the actual MCU there because it signifies that this is definitely not the 616 while showing the parallels that do exist in the multiverse all at the same time. Don't know where we're at. We just finished episode number 1, Mr. Delta Dan. Right, Brooke? It does. I mean, the action was cool. Um, I definitely think they nailed Peter Parker for sure. I like the new characters. I like Nico. She's hilarious. She kind of reminds me of what's her damn name? Kat Dennings' character from Thor and whatnot. Why can't I remember her fucking name? Someone help me out with her name. Yeah, she kind of reminds me of her. So yeah, Nico's fun. I like her. I like Lonnie. They're obviously setting him up for something fairly significant, it seems like, and they got me interested in what Lonnie's story is going to be like. And he seems to be pretty much like an alpha male, like smart, athletic, very hands on. Like he's talking about replacing alternators, and he's talking with Peter about science, and he's the fucking quarterback on the football team. So we're talking Darcy Lewis. Thank you. Yeah, Nico reminds me of Darcy in certain ways. Mostly her manner of speaking. Actually, and her tone of voice. She kind of sounds like Kat Denning. Um, yeah, Lonnie's a pretty intriguing character to me. I definitely, I want to know where they're going with that. Like, they build, like what they're presenting now is like damn near perfection. So all that means is there's got to be some kind of deep seated flaw there, and I'm wondering what they're gonna, how they're gonna handle that. How far, how big the flaw will be, how deep it goes, all that kind of fun shit. I am intrigued about Lonnie, and of course Norman Osborn is always intriguing. I wonder if he's gonna. I wonder if he's gonna go full Goblin in this, or maybe they'll save that till like the end of the season, since we already know we're getting season 2, and I think what was it? Didn't it just come out that they've already greenlit season 3? So Yeah, I really enjoyed that shit. Seems like those of you that already watched it enjoyed it. See, Brooke enjoyed it. So, King Johnson's feeling the tingle. I also feel the tingle. All right. Let us get into episode 2 then. I paused on this screen. Get to that screen. I'll give you a wee bit for that. Yep, pretty fucking good so far. I like it. I will say some of the animation here and there is a bit wonky. I mean, I love the comic book style. Like the overall style, I like it. Just some individual shots are a little weird, but like nothing that can even come close to taking me out of the show. But I did notice it. They make good music choices. I love the theme. The theme is dope. And just the songs they choose to play situationally are pretty cool too. So, yeah, I'm enjoying the music. I'm enjoying the character and world building. I'm enjoying most of the animation. It's a pretty fucking good show. A lot better than I expected so far. I like being surprised in that direction. All right, let us begin episode Tizu in a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play. Don't skip anything. And the characters we know, they've picked people that sound like them. Like this guy sounds like Tom Holland. May sounds a little like Marissa Tomei. That Strange sounded a lot like Strange. I know they're going to have Charlie Cox voicing Daredevil when he pops up. What's up, Lou? Eh. Speaking of Invincible C Dub, that's next week. I don't know if y'all knew that. Oh, pinky, pinky, pinky. Ooh, Wakanda. Oh, she's a perky one. Who is this gnome? Hawkeye. Oh, it's Amadeus Cho. Future Hulk, if you didn't know. Ooh, that's good, Delta Dan. I feel like I should know that name or a version of that name. Ah, Dr. Connors. Is that Lizard? I'm inclined to think that because of the missing arm. Interesting. She could end up being the lizard at some point. How many home runs did Lonnie slam dunk? Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. His name is Butane, according to the closed captioning. That's what it Puppy. Now you did. Skeeter. Oh, look at there. Norman and Cap. Oh, of course. All right. Well, cool. Ugh. All righty, folks. Excuse me. What am I doing? Oh, yeah. Want to know more about butane? Yeah, well, who is. I swear there's a fire flamethrower dude in Spider-Man comics, I think. I just can't remember who the hell it is, or if there actually is one. I feel like we're going to see Butane more just so we can find out exactly who he's working for. Of course, suspect number one is Norman Osborn. Now, Norman might not have been the one to directly hire Butane, but they're setting up some stuff, and I like it. That was pretty good, Delta Dan. That was. I enjoy this show a lot. The show's pretty dope. And believe it or not, folks, there are still 8 episodes to go. Now, here's how it is. The next 3 weeks, they're going to be dropping. No, sorry, the next 2 weeks, they're going to be dropping 3 episodes at a time. And then the final week, they'll drop the last 2. So we're only getting 4 weeks of your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. So I think we're going to be doing combo streams for the next 3 weeks. At least as regards this show. When the hell does Invincible actually premiere? February 6th. Fucking day is that? Friday's the 31st. Oh, that actually is on Thursday. Well. What time, motherfucker? Alright, so February 6th. Holy shit, 3 episode premiere on the 6th. Remaining episodes will air weekly every Thursday until its finale on March 13th, with no mid-season interruption. Well, that's a good fucking idea. No mid-season interruption. They learned. You don't say what time, though. Does not say what time. Fucking 3 episode premiere. That is going to be, that's a long watch. Especially considering these episodes are, Invincible episodes generally are not short, if I recall correctly. So, interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting. So yeah, that show's pretty freaking dope. Ooh. Thank you, new subscriber, whoever you are. Now, since I hit 250, I might get to 251, but it'll automatically drop to 249 because that happens every time I hit a multiple of 10. I hit it, I cross it, I get dropped back down below it, and then I got to make it up again. It's fucking weird, but it literally happens every multiple of 10. I'm now officially halfway to 500, though. At least for now. 250. So thank you, whoever did that. Yeah. So yeah, pretty good show. I think it's pretty safe to say, like, as so far as the animation style goes, it's gonna look a lot better when like a lot is happening. Cause that shot of Nico moving through the people in the party, it looked like paper figures. Like, not enough to take me out of it, but again, is noticeable. You know what I mean? So, I mean, noticeable, whatever. As long as it's not bad enough to take me out of the show, and it is not anywhere near bad enough to take me out of the show. It's just there. And I can accept it. I very much dig this show. I am ready already for next week. Pretty sure we're going to get that white Oscorp suit next week that looks almost exactly like the Future Foundation suit from the comics. Now, we've heard him mention Tony Stark, but, you know, when we talk about the Oscorp suit looking like the Future Foundation suit, when we talk about the Future Foundation, we're talking Fantastic Four. We're talking Fantastic Four. We're talking Baxter Building, which, by the way, is also in New York. So, I am forced to wonder, are we not going to hear about them? Or did they just decide, for whatever reason, to borrow heavily from the Future Foundation suit? Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. I, since we are now done with the watch party portion of the stream, I'm going to go tinkle, refresh my beverage, and then we are going to get into the nerdy news. I'll see you in just a little bitty bit. Okay, okay, don't leave. And we're back. Martha? What's up, Daniel? How you doing tonight, Spice Master? Hope you're doing well. All right. Are we ready to get in to the news? Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everybody, we shall begin do it. Thank you. We shall begin, of course, with probably the biggest story of the week. And that is Mr. Anthony Mackie. With some stuff he said while on stage at some function somewhere else. Looks like some, judging by the, what was it, Italy? Giorno, pretty much qualcuno, well, these look like Italian subtitles, I'll say that. So, let me pause the music here. Wash your face. Okay, we're going to go into this. We're going to listen to the full statement rather than this. Just the one clip. Okay, here we go. Oh. All right, so it would probably help if I did this shit. And I just realized I had no music during the break because I'm dumb. Okay, so anyway, my apologies, and here we go.
For me, Captain America represents a lot of different things, and I don't think the term, America should be one of those representations. Like, it's about a man who keeps his word, who has honor, dignity, and integrity, someone who is trustworthy and dependable. It's kind of, this is kind of like an aspect of a dream coming true. When I was a kid, all of us as actors, I believe, want to get back to that day before someone told you no. When you look out your door and you see a 5-year-old kid with a stick and he's slaying dragons to save the princess in the tower, that kid really believes there are dragons out there. That stick is really a sword and he's really trying to save that princess. And then one day somebody told him, no, there are no dragons, that's not a sword, and that princess is not there. And all of his little dreams were dashed. So, as an actor, I feel like our job is to get back to the day where we see that dragon and we slay that dragon to save that princess. And that's kind of what this movie was for me.
Okay. Okay. Still excited for Cat 4? I don't know if I'm excited per se, but I am looking forward to it more than I was, say, a couple months ago. So there's a few aspects to this whole thing. Okay, it's not just one thing, it's not just another thing. So let's get that let's get that put out there right from jump. Okay, this is not simply uh, this is not just about one aspect of what he's talking about. The backlash to it is not about just one thing. Well, to begin with, I guess the first question we have to ask ourselves about what he said is, A, was he wrong? That's the first question. And what the fudge is this crap? Hold on. Sorry. I don't even know what happened there. All right, go away. If you are familiar with Captain America, the character. Oh, you're good, Daniel. I'm glad your internet came back. Obviously, Captain America was created and got popular. I think it was created before World War II, but he got huge during World War II, obviously. So of course, he was created under a time of, national unity. We were at war. We had all the soldiers across the seas. We had ladies stepping up to work in the factories. There's a lot of things happening at that point. But the long and short of it is he was created as a patriotic figure superhero, whose primary mission at the time was to stop Hydra and also Hitler and the Nazis and whatnot. Okay, that is where he started. Very patriotic, all that good stuff, right? But here's the thing. He is not that anymore. He has not been that for quite some time. Or just that, I should say. What he is about now is, like what Anthony Mackie said, honor, reliability, trustworthiness, standing for freedom, standing for what's right. That specifically, that's what Captain America is about now. Now, we hold all those values, or at least we purport to hold all those values here as, part of the fabric of American thought, and, how we think things should be. That part is true. However, that list of qualities / morals / whatever did not originate here. Those have been around for about as long as people have. What's up, Griff? So what the fuck are you talking about? Didn't get approved for a loan. You have to explain that one. So was he wrong about who Captain America is, and that he doesn't necessarily represent just America? Nope. He's become a universal character from a moral standpoint. What up, Noah? And he has most assuredly told the American government to, go get fucked in multiple storylines. So, Captain America does don the red, white, and blue. I mean, he is, after all, from here. He's been around since World War II. But What he's come to stand for is not exclusively American. It's just a... Oh, Falcon and Winter Soldier. See, I forgot most of that show. Purposely. Because it wasn't good. Yeah, that is kind of lame. Where was I? Right. Yes. Captain America. Yeah, that guy hasn't stood for strictly America in literal decades. He stands for a moral set of guidelines, is what he stands for. Because he has no problem whatsoever telling the government to fuck off when he thinks they're acting immorally according to his morals. So, I mean, just based on his moral set, he could very easily be called Captain World, but he's not, because he's from here and was originated as a figurehead for our patriotism during World War II. Bucky stood more for America when he was doing their dirty work. Well, I don't know. I wouldn't go quite that far. But that's not totally wrong either. When he was doing the dirty work, he stood for a portion of us, definitely. But yeah, so he, about the nature of Captain America and whether he should be, like, completely all about, like, just America is, at this point, wrong. It's wrong in the, wait. No. My mistake. He's dead on about Captain America not being strictly for America anymore. Because it's that way in the comics, it's that way in the movies. It's just how it is. Now we come to, should he have said it? Which is just as important, if not even slightly more so. Well, no. But it is just as important of, was he wrong? About the nature of Captain America? No. He was not. Now, should he have said it? Or at least should he have said it that way? No. No, he should not. I don't care if you're overseas. The last thing you want to do when your movie is coming out in 2 weeks, almost quite literally, it will be 2 weeks from tomorrow. I mean, technically 2 weeks from Friday, but we all know it. There's always Thursday showings. At least limited Thursday showings, nationwide Friday, February 14th. So, 16 days till Captain America comes out. Are you allowed to have your feelings, Mr. Anthony Mackie? Yes, you are. I mean, yeah, you're not... Yeah, that's fair, Noah, that's fair. Except it's highly misunderstood by most of America. So there's also that, Noah. But, yeah, that was A, bad phrasing, and B, also bad timing. It's very bad phrasing and very bad timing. The phrasing should have been more like the clarification he issued the next day on his IG. Let me be clear about this. I'm a proud American, and taking on the shield of a hero like Cap is the honor of a lifetime. I have the utmost respect for those who serve and have served our country. Cap has universal characteristics that people all over the world can relate to. See, it's that last sentence right there is how he done should have said it before. You know, he didn't have to say, take the America out. I mean, he's not wrong in that Captain America at this point in time, again, both in comics and movies, represents much more than just America. He is far beyond being just the patriotic hero. He is now he's achieved the levels of being a walking moral compass. With, as Anthony said, universal characteristics. Or a universal moral code would be more accurate. So, phrased much better in the clarification. So, I think we proved definitely that there's a better way to say it. Now let's talk about the timing. You got 16 days, well, at this point in time, 18 days till your movie comes out. And then you say something that, at best, is a little, huh? But of course, there are people very dedicated to taking things the wrong way, given the smallest of openings. And this wasn't a small opening. It was not a small opening. Now, we all know how I feel about a certain section of, well, I guess America, basically. I would say the fandom, but fandoms represent the country. They're just microcosms. So, and of course, you know, they're out there doing what they do, farming it for all they're worth, from a purely hateful point of view. Whereas I'm trying to farm it from a balanced point of view. So, while I despise, obviously, their existence, they are loud. About to tear up some Wendy's. Did you get a Baconator? I love the Baconator. Baconator is peak. Let's just say that riling up a not massive but also not small portion of the fan base, and the key to that, the key to the effects they have, wifey just brought some home, nice. Their impact is not so much in their numbers as in their volume. And tenacity, or probably more accurately, obsession with grabbing any little thing they can, especially when it comes to shit on or hate on or farm on in a purely hateful manner, especially if it comes from, you did get a Baconator with chili, nice. Especially if it comes from like POCs or a member of the LGBTQ community or whatever. Anything they can use to justify their fucked up, twisted belief system, they will pounce on. And they will be extraordinarily loud about it. And that's just not something you want to do 18 days before your fucking movie comes out. And I've seen the posts, they're all freaking the fuck out. Boycott Captain America, Brave New World. Yeah, shut the fuck up. According to someone in Josh's chat, Whoppers are cheaper on Wednesday. Interesting. I haven't had me a Whopper in a while. Burger King is just it's just for me. God damn it, ADD. Y'all. Oh, I gotta stop looking at you, motherfuckers. I see what you're talking about, and I'm like, my brain's like, oh hey, I'm supposed to be over here. God damn it. Anyway. Yeah, triggering a chunk of the fan base is not something you want to do 18 days before your movie premieres. Especially when the word on your movie has not been great. You know. Oh yeah, no, totally, Brooke. You're right. But you know that particular group, as I've said plenty of times before, is a bunch of snowflake baby back bitches. So Wendy's is 10 times better than Burger King. That Baconator be hitting. I mean, yeah, overall, I do prefer Wendy's to Burger King, definitely. For sure. It's just bad business. And there's one thing that that I keep, chat matters. That's true. That's true. That's true. You're right, Delta. There's one thing. Shit. Yes, there's one thing that I've had to explain, or I have attempted to explain to a fair amount of people via YouTube video comments and the TwitX, is that, and this has been, I've debated people about various aspects of the state of Star Wars and Marvel and whatnot. That's cool, Delta Dan. But people start getting these, I don't know, idealistic views about how things should go in large IP. But the problem is very few of them, and I've tried to emphasize this I don't know how many fucking times, to I don't know how many fucking people. Large IP like Marvel, like DC, like Star Wars, those are a business now. And in order to have a successful business, you have to appeal to as many people as possible. If you want to go niche hunting, you best be doing it elsewhere. A large IP, this is just reality, right? Let me go into this for a little bit. The reality of large IP is they are a business. That means you'd best be putting out projects that have the broadest appeal base possible. And that means, whether you like it or not, art takes second place to profitability. It's all about a mass appeal, 4-quadrant appeal. I know you guys have heard that phrase any number of times from Josh. I've used it any number of times. Large IP like DC, Marvel, and Star Wars are 4-quadrant companies. They're not niche entertainment. They're big blockbuster tentpole type of things. And when done right, they generate a fuck ton of money. And when they're done wrong, you get the last 12 years of Lucasfilm and Phase 4 and 5 at Marvel and DC for also quite a long time. Right? If you're not making stuff that appeals to a large number of people in a large IP, you will fail. And too many people do not realize they still look at large IP as any other kind of version of cinema where you have leeway to screw around, that is not the case with large IP. Because the characteristics of large IP generally involve a long history with well-established lore and a large dedicated fan base who obviously love the established lore because, you know, they're fans. So when you are trying to run a large IP, you better keep on doing whatever it was that had you popular going into the situation. What up, Brennan? And in the case of large IP, that means busting out the characters everyone loves. I'm not saying you never expand your character base. I'm not saying you never bring in new characters, but you just can't drop them in and go, oh, here you go, i.e. Phase 4. You have to bring them in under a bigger title. Like we got Bucky at where he belonged, but we got Bucky in Captain America, the first Avenger. And then we got Bucky as Winter Soldier in Captain America, the Winter Soldier, obviously. Black Widow was introduced in Iron Man 2. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think we actually saw Hawkeye till the Avengers movie. No, he was in Thor, right? So Hawkeye was introduced in Thor. Thor is obviously a much bigger name than Hawkeye. Iron Man's a much bigger name than Black Widow. Got Wanda in Age of Ultron. Yeah, Wanda and Quicksilver in Age of Ultron. In an Avengers movie. So that's the proper way to do these things in a large IP. You use your established characters to bring in new characters. But you still got to do that process correctly. So I say all that to say, to circle back around to the fact that it kind of really, when it pertains to possible impacts on the movie. What up, Brady? Even if you're correct in what you say, if you do not phrase it in such a way as to be if you don't phrase it in a way that can be almost universally accepted, that's dope, Delta Dan. Then you're, from a business perspective, you are risking damaging your product. And in this case, risking damaging your product in 2.5 weeks before it fucking comes out. You do not want this kind of bullshit dominating the news cycle going into your movie or whatever it is, show, what have you. That's just not something you want because it's bad for business. See how that's all working together? And that's something a lot of people do not think about. They're just like, wow, yeah, Anthony Mackie's based. He's dead on about Captain America. And then there's the other side. How the hell are you going to take Captain America? Or how the hell are you going to take America out of Captain America? He's fucking American. He was... When you say shit in public as an actor, and especially if you're representing a large IP, you just can't be out there triggering people. You have to be, talk about your project. Um, and if you're gonna try and avoid delving into subjects like that, but if you're gonna do it, make sure you phrase it in such a way as not to rile people up. Does that sound kind of like being a bitch made? A little bit, but it would apply equally. It applies equally to both philosophies. If you're a conservative actor, you don't need to be out there triggering the left while 18 days before your movie. That knife cuts both ways, y'all. Let's be frank about that as well. Let's just get that out there as well. That knife cuts both ways. I don't give two fucks what your personal beliefs are. If you are not just an actor in a large IP, if you are literally the titular character, you damn well better not be triggering people. Like, period, and especially this close to your fucking movie. Oh, I'm getting to him, Noah. Don't worry. He's next. Sounds like Acolyte and Snow White. Yep. Well, hers was a lot farther out from Snow White. I don't even know when the fuck Snow White comes out. I think it's sometime this year. I don't give a fuck, so that's why I don't know. But, yeah, it's... that's a mistake that happens some at Marvel, but, like, Lucasfilm seems to live on that shit. Like, that's for sure. Disney's been on fire. Well, their actors have been on fire. Well, they're starting fires. That's for sure. Yeah, that's I think that's one thing that a lot of people don't consider is it almost but not quite matters less whether he was right or wrong. What matters is that he phrased what he said poorly, and he did it really close to when his movie comes out. That kind of almost matters more. Kind of almost. Not quite. Because whether he's right or wrong is fucking important. And in this case, he's right. Phrased properly, he's right. His sentiment is correct. I definitely will say his wording was shitty. Feels like it's almost Disney talking points now. I wouldn't go quite that far. Working off in 20. Oh, awesome. I wouldn't go quite that far, Delta Dan. I mean, it definitely, I would, if you substitute the word Lucasfilm for Disney, and I'll 100% agree with you. What's up, Executive Judge? How you doing, man? Sorry, I just gotta check something real quick. Okay, cool. Oh hell yeah, Spider-Man was dope. Where was I? Right. This is when it boils down to it, this is a business problem. It's not a Anthony Mackie belief problem. It's not a hell yeah he's based problem. It's not a he's full of shit problem. It's a fucking business problem. When it comes right down to it, that was just a bad decision that could negatively, and probably will at least a little negatively, affect your project. Now, again, it won't necessarily do so, or if it does affect it negatively, it is likely that the effect will be negligible. You know what I mean? So, but the main point is you shouldn't be out there saying things in such a way as to even create that risk. Had to leave to avoid the episode 2 spoilers. We'll watch the next one late. Well, the whole point with Travis was we're watching them all together. Based? Okay. I'm not going to lie to you, Noah. It took me a while to figure that out. But based just means they're saying something that is a fact or a truism or what's the fucking word I'm looking for? Do it Obi-Wan style. It's almost just like if someone thinks what someone says is based, they basically think they're speaking not the truth, but truth. You know what I mean? Delta Dan says, I've always loved Mackie. He just worded it wrong. He kind of stumbled after he said it, like he knew he said something that'll piss people off. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I definitely can't. I don't think I can disagree. I'd have to go back and watch it, but I think you could be onto something, definitely. So you can feel old, but I am old. So, yeah. Just means they're bold with hot takes. Sometimes. I mean, if someone comes out with like a hot take, I mean, the mileage will vary on various people's, feelings on said hot take. Some people would find that hot take to be based, others would not. As is the case with, pretty much everything these days. So, but that's where I stand on it. Was his sentiment incorrect? No, it was not. Did he phrase it wrong? Most definitely. Most assuredly. And should he have just not even gone there in the first place? Most definitely. Why? Because he is the titular character in a movie in a large IP, which is a business, and pissing off a chunk of your fan base 2.5 weeks before your movie comes out is bad fucking business. Yeah, exactly, Travis. Best illustrated in Infinity War with Cap running alongside T'Challa. When his greatness come from anywhere is limited to where it comes from. Yeah. Noah says, I'm almost 25, but my body feels like 45 some days. No, it feels like how you think your body will feel like at 45. Trust me. Whatever you think your body's going to feel like at 45, you're wrong. It's going to be worse. To be 25 again? Yeah. Yes, and everyone do what Delta Dan says and smash them like 'em button. And also, if you haven't, after you hit the like, hit the subscribe and the notification bell. It'll be so much easier for you to know what's going on in the basement if you hit the subscribe and the notification bell. So that is my take on it. I realize it's very similar to Josh's, but I agree with him. Not just because he said it, because I don't always agree with Josh. But that's just it, because that's how I feel it is. It's you got to realize who or what you're working for. And you got to realize the potential impact of what you say in public. 25, I was already getting a colonoscopy. What the? Did you got a history of like colorectal cancer in your family or some shit, Travis? Oh, thanks, Noah. But yeah, that's what I think about the Anthony Mackie situation, chat. Do you guys have any thoughts you want to throw in about it before we move on to our next actor that doesn't say shit correctly, or at least in my opinion, in this case, shouldn't have said shit at all? Go ahead and drop your thoughts on the Anthony Mackie situation in the chat, please, chat. Go. Where's the fucking quote? Another part of that quote, damn it. Let's put it minor. Okay, yeah, that's good. On same page, says Brennan. Brooks says, yeah, wording is important because you have the right message and word it improperly, it could be very ugly. Yeah, 100%. One thing that we all need to remember, especially when we're trying to make a point, and I fuck this up constantly, so presentation is everything. And there's a lot in presentation. There's words, there's tone, there's delivery, there's pacing. There's a lot of shit that goes into presentation. Now, do any of us have to worry anywhere near as much about how we present ourselves as Anthony Mackie does? Hell no. We can get away with a lot more. But if you are in a similar position to Anthony Mackie, you damn sure better be on your fucking P's and Q's. Because when you're in that position, you're representing something a lot larger than yourself that you have no right fucking with. Noah says, definitely a wild thing to happen right before the movie. I feel like a bunch of people waiting for something like this to be mad at just because they don't like a black cat. Oh, definitely. And that's that's pretty much, you nailed you hit the nail on the head there, Noah. You hit the nail on the head. Like I said, there's a certain section of people that are always constantly waiting to pounce on the teensiest little thing that appears to justify their lines of thought. And again, proper preparation prevents poor performance, the 5 Ps, yep. Now, again, this holds true for the extreme yo-yos on the left as well. Let us not forget this. The extreme ends of whatever group you have, both those, the extreme ends, they're both assholes. Because you're on the extreme end, and no one belongs on the extreme end of anything. So, yeah. So, like you said, Noah, there's a bunch of people waiting for something like that to be mad at just because they don't like a black cap. And there are people freaking out on the other side, automatically thinking anyone who disagrees with Mackie is racist. And guess what? They're wrong. It's not that I don't like Mackie's sentiment. He's actually dead ass with his sentiment. He just didn't say it right. And he also said it at the wrong time. Wrong words, wrong time is basically what that boils down to. So, that's the Mackiness of it all. Now we move on to another Marvel actor who shouldn't be saying what the fuck they're saying. Hudson Thames, the voice of Peter Parker. I believe. Isn't he the voice of Peter Parker? Yeah. Yes, he is. Oh, he was the voice of Peter Parker in What If Season 1. Interesting. Okay. So, yes, Hudson Thames. The voice? The voice of the titular character. Best marketing move is to reveal Mackie as a Skrull when he was giving said statement. That's a good one, Travis. That's a good one. Okay, so Hudson Thames' words in an interview with Collider. I thought it was awesome. I mean, my biggest fear was that it was going to be annoying and woke, and it wasn't. And I was like, yes, this is great. It's so well written. Like, it feels real. I'm the oldest of 5 boys, so I feel like I kind of know what's happening in their lives and in high school, and it felt like it was doing that justice. Okay. Let us now discuss Hudson Thames' quote. First of all, let me get my personal sentiment out of the way, and this will shock absolutely none of you. Well, none of you who've been around for a minute, it won't shock. And that is, anyone who's worried about something being woke is a baby back bitch. So let's start there. Hudson Thames is a baby back bitch, just for even using the word woke as a complaint. Now, we get past that, and I'm going to get past it quickly because that's just me. And once again, we come back to, you're representing a big IP, and you're out there saying shit that will rile people up. In this case, we're riling up the other side. So Anthony Mackie done riled up the right, and Mr. Thames is out here riling up the left. And all the points I made when it comes to Anthony Mackie hold true with Mr. Thames. And that is, you don't go, if you are an actor representing a large IP, which have to be run like, which are corporate entities now, which means they have to be run like a business. You can't be out saying triggering stuff. Well, in his case, right before it premiered. Not 18 days before, but like literally yesterday. This article came out. I think it was yesterday. Excuse me. Yeah. Yesterday, the day before your show comes out, you are going to drop. I thought it was going to be annoying and woke. Dude. Even if you think that yourself, which, again, in my personal opinion, you're a baby back bitch, but it is your right to believe what you want. You can believe woke is a bad thing or a problem, and I can believe you're a baby back bitch for thinking that woke is a problem. Yeah, that's just how it works. But again, why are you out there saying stuff that will piss off a chunk of the fan base the day before your fucking show premieres? And in general, ever. You just, that's just not something you want to do. But holy crap, Holy crap. The day before your show comes out. It's just bad business. That's all it is. It's just really bad business. Dalton Chili's baby back bitches. Actually, you should have said Chillins baby back bitches. That'd have been great. But I love that Delta Dan. Chili's baby back bitches. Or the way Fat Bastard would sing it. Chili's baby back bitches. Executive Judge says somebody Chris. Oh yeah, Chris Evans did the same. Yeah, he did say this something very similar that Mackie did, and not much backlash was given. When Mackie said it, the world ended. Sheesh, the double standard. You're partially correct. When Chris Evans said that, it was 13 years ago. 5 years before like the culture war really geared up. I'll let y'all do the math and suss out the reasoning why I say that. Now we, obviously the right and the left have been wrangling quite hard for at least most of my lifetime. But in 2011, it still had not reached the proportions that it currently is at. So that's at least partially why he didn't catch the backlash. Now I imagine him being a big old strapping white boy did have something to do with it, a lack of backlash as well. Also, the MCU was only 3 years old, and he said it when he said it during, or right around when Captain America: The First Avenger came out. So this is even before the first Avengers movie came out, and the MCU really fucking exploded. So, but even given that, given when it was, and the level of popularity Marvel was at not being anywhere near what it is now, I am 100% positive that, yeah, a lot of people didn't care just because he's big strapping white boy. So there's a bit of a double standard there, but also circumstances have a lot to do with it. Travis says this is a statement he could have said after the finale aired, and it would have probably been fine. It wouldn't have been fine, but it wouldn't have been. I hate to say it because I hate what he said, but it would, at least timing-wise, it would have been less damaging even from a business sense, because the season had already been out, watched, and ingested. Could it have potentially put off, even after the finale, could it have put off people that just heard about the show and would rather binge it? There's a lot of people out there that would rather binge shows. So now that I'm thinking about it, I'm not even sure that after the finale is any less damaging. Or if it is less damaging, it's not that much less damaging. Travis says, one praise I have for the first episode was how it handled something like racial profiling in a way that felt mature and not on the nose. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I mean, it was there, but it wasn't like here. It wasn't in your face. It was there and recognizable, but it wasn't in your face. So yeah, definitely. It's about the timing, says Delta Dan. Yes. And timing is part of presentation. It's all in the presentation. And let's face it, one of the reasons One of the reasons that the anti-woke crowd got so huge is because a lot of Disney projects, especially Lucasfilm, we're not keeping their message back here and just showing it to people. It was here. This is where Lucasfilm had their message, right here. And we all know what the message is, but the main point is whatever your message is, it needs to be back here and organic, not here. This is how it is, or this is how it should be. You know that's not how you getting in someone's face doesn't help anything. I'll just put it that way. Executive Judge says most people don't really vibe with animation in general. I mean, yes, animation as a medium is definitely highly underappreciated. So I don't think it was a downfall like people are making it to be. Like, is it a massive downfall? No. It's more about the potential. It's more about eliminating the possibility of massive damage than how much damage it actually did or will create. As opposed to like what it actually did or did not do in terms of damage. It's more about how much could it do and avoiding that. So the bottom line take for both of these situations is pretty much the same. It's don't say things that one side or the other can grab a hold of and go apeshit with. Your job is to appeal to as many people as possible, not singling a group out. Now, whether Anthony Mackie's comments, either the original one or his clarification, will do any damage and or help said damage, I don't know. Will Hudson Thames' comments damage your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man in any tangible fashion? I don't know. But they could. And again, I go back to this point. Large IP are business now. And the business of large IP is broad-based, mass, four-quadrant appeal. However, you pick your adjective. You're trying to get the most people possible to like you, basically, is what it boils down to. So if that's your job, then one of your responsibilities as the person in that job is to not do or say anything that will alienate a chunk of the people that you're trying to attract. I used both examples of Anthony and Hudson Thames because they did the exact same thing. They just triggered the opposite side. Like Mackie triggered the right for the most part, and Thames triggered the left. And I wanted to talk about both of them to illustrate the fact that it doesn't matter who you're triggering. The point is you shouldn't be fucking triggering anybody when you are in that position. Brennan says, we as a people are not idiots. We don't need messages shoved in our face to make a point. For the most part, yes. That is true. Although the internet makes me want to disagree more than I actually do because it's full of goddamn idiots. But overall, yeah, I agree. I like to talk about like the amount of idiots that are out there, and I like to talk about that the numbers are like insane. However, most people really aren't that idiotic. You're right. So, and you're right. We don't, but most people can get like a a well delivered message people will get. It's just that simple. Just got to deliver it well. You don't have to deliver it hard. You just got to deliver it well. Bill Dan says the whole point is you shouldn't be triggering anyone. Talk about the movie and bye. Exactly. People would rather be watching the project and counter the wokeness than get pissed. Sure. Yeah. No, I know, Brennan. I know. But yeah, like I said, overall, you're right. More right than sometimes my mood would want me to admit. But no, you're right. You're right. So that's my take about both of these guys. The bottom line ended up being the same, but I also wanted to illustrate, since I conveniently got the chance with these two triggering, each one of them triggering the one side of the culture war. Mackie triggering the right, and Thames triggering the left. Any further thoughts on that subject, chat, before we go into just some, random little tidbits about stuff? Travis says, where are we at here? No, it says, part of me feels like he said that to get the anti-woke crowd on board. Maybe. I mean, I don't know how, I don't know how some of them would have felt after actually watching it. But, I mean, that could have been, an attempt at that, could have been possible for sure. Travis says, I feel like because the past few phases have been so disorganized, and the overall brand has been put in a mixed light, that the actors have lost their filters and don't put as much thought in. I mean, that's possible, although that's literally the exact opposite of what they should be doing. If your brand is having mixed results, then that's like even more reason to put a fucking cork in it. Sir Gummeth the Fifth, hello, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. Hit the like, the subscribe, and the bell, pretty please. Noah says, even though there's still elements the anti-woke crowd would still consider woke, just say what you mean, damn it. Me? To whom are you talking about, Noah? What you talking about? Like, all Thames really needed to say was something like, I was worried about I was worried that some of the themes of the show would be. Oh, anyone that calls something woke. Oh, okay, right. Um, I was worried that the show was going to have themes and story points that have been overused in recent years, but it turns out that it was a really well written, fun show. Something like that. You know, that's basically saying the same thing without using uh charged triggering words and phrases. There's a chunk of us out there that, we're in this shit. We pay attention to this shit. And we're fully capable of reading between the lines and would have still known what the fuck you meant, but at least you would have said it better. And that's the key. Travis says there's literally one moment in the first episode that made me kind of roll my eyes where I was like, there it is, but otherwise it was a breath of fresh air. I'm going to think of a couple. Which one was it? I just want to know. I'm not going to shit on you for it at all. I mean, depending on how you present it. But yeah, I'm curious, Travis. Which one? What part was it? Brent says as soon as you use woke or anti-woke, it's automatic trigger. Yeah. Yep. Sure. Del Dan says us sweaty nerds, bro. I mean, yeah, but that's why we have fun. It's because we're fucking sweaty nerds and we love getting into this shit. That's what's fun. That's what's fun. All right. It's enough of that intense crap. I'm going to take another quick wee-wee, and then we're going to talk about all the fun little Daredevil tidbits that have come out last couple days. Lonnie and also Nico. Nothing about Harry? Nico, I kind of understand. That's why I'm here. I'm assuming that was the Obi-Wan reference from Attack of the Clones. That's why I'm here. Not sure why Lonnie would. What about Lonnie would give you an eye roll? I would have thought it'd been Harry and Nico. Although I dig Nico, she's hilarious as fuck. Oh, that's not backtracking, Brooke. For him to backtrack, he would have said he had to be in Doomsday, after saying he wasn't in Doomsday. Princess, I'm just glad I was. I'm just happy I was right about Harry being Harry in the show. Yeah, I was wrong with that one. It was with Nico. I'm pretty sure I know the exact line too. But yeah. Now, if you saw something where he backtracked and said he was in Doomsday, then I need to know about it. Because I have seen nothing of that sort. But by God, if you can, I'll go fucking digging. So you saw somewhere where he backtracked and said he's in Doomsday? Do you have a link or something? You can throw in the chat? Something like it. What is happening here? Where did you... Lonnie with the police? Oh. I mean... okay. It's fact. Oh my, when was this published? 5 hours ago. Okay. All right, well, I gotta thank you for that, Brooke. Is Harry the man bun guy with the chick outfit? If you want to put it that way, yes. Not how I would have put it, but yes, profiling. Yeah, it happens all the fucking time. Feel like Strange's gonna be baited with our space butthole he jumped into in the last movie, so it makes sense he won't be in Doomsday. Well, I gotta read this article, but according to Screen Rant, he could be backtracking on it, and if that's actually what the article seems to say, I wonder if Josh has seen it. I wonder if anyone sent it to him, and oh my God, if he sees it, tomorrow's stream's gonna be lit. All right, we're gonna get into this article all together in just a wee bit because I'm about to pee my fucking pants, so I'll be back. Okay. See, now this is much more interesting than the little Daredevil tidbits I was going to throw out there. Says, think he's reacting to it tomorrow. Oh, I'm sure he is. Travis says, knowing nothing about Strange in the comics, but if they pulled an Interstellar type thing where you find out Strange is influencing events in Doomsday without being on screen would be cool. I mean, that's entirely possible. It would make sense story-wise. Brent says, or Cumberbatch is being sneaky. And Josh did see it in Discord. Okay. All right. Well, in terms of talking about it live on stream, thanks to Brooke. Good on you, bro. I get to talk about it first. Okay. From Screen Rant, published 5 hours ago by Felipe Rangel. Benedict Cumberbatch seemingly backtracks on Doctor Strange's Avengers 5 absence. Don't ever believe anything I say. All right. Benedict Cumberbatch has shared interesting comments about Doctor Strange's role in Avengers Doomsday. While with filming set to begin in a few months, Avengers Doomsday's cast has been receiving new confirmations since the end of 2024. The Marvel Cinematic Universe will see the return of stars like Chris Evans, Robert Downey Jr., and Haley Atwell for what could be the best Avengers movie so far. However, Cumberbatch said in a recent interview with Variety, if I recall correctly, that Doctor Strange would not be in the film, changing his original comments about being excited about starting production. Now, Cumberbatch has changed his answer again. Speaking with Business Insider, Benedict Cumberbatch seemingly confirmed that Doctor Strange will be in Avengers Doomsday after all. Previously, the actor said that his Marvel character would only appear in Avengers Secret Wars, where he would have a central role. According to the actor, Doctor Strange did not make sense for the story of the next Avengers film. However, he might have misspoken. According to Cumberbatch, he was wrong, and Doctor Strange does have a role to play in Avengers Doomsday story. Check out the full quote below. I got that wrong. I am in the next one. Don't ever believe anything I say. Okay. That's the original Business Insider. All right. Remind me, Business Insider. I'm going to be checking out that interview here in a moment after this article. What Benedict Cumberbatch's new Doctor Strange Avengers Doomsday comments mean. The next Avengers movie shifts again. Doctor Strange's Avengers Doomsday casting saga is quite interesting. When Cumberbatch revealed that he would not be in the next Avengers movie, the actor said that the move was related to the character not aligning with this part of the story. That does not sound like the kind of thing one would backtrack on just a week later. It is unlikely that Avengers Doomsday's script changed in such a major way that a big character like Doctor Strange was suddenly put back into the script in such a short time. Due to that, there is a chance that Cumberbatch is simply doing damage control. Doctor Strange could still be out of Avengers Doomsday, but the actor is now trying to keep the mystery of the character's situation. However, there is also another avenue of thought for Cumberbatch's MCU comments. Doctor Strange might only appear in a post-credits scene in Avengers Doomsday. This would be in line with the star's comments about how the character did not align with the movie's story, but would have a big role in Avengers Secret Wars. That way, Strange's important future could be teased. Do I care about their take on the Doomsday comments? Why the fuck not? I was disappointed when I heard Doctor Strange would not be in Avengers Doomsday. A lot of us were. Due to his multiverse experience and how well Strange bounced off other heroes in the last two Avengers movies, I hoped he would not only appear, but also lead the team. With Cumberbatch now claiming that Strange will show up in the film despite what he previously said, I think my dream scenario for the character could still happen. That said, I don't fully believe the actor just yet. Doctor Strange only appearing in a post-credit scene in Avengers Doomsday could very well happen. Is that going to take me right to the story? Okay, here we go. Business Insider article. Exclusive. This is also from about 5 hours ago. Carolyn Matassa. Benedict Cumberbatch says he's wrong about Doctor Strange not appearing in the next Avengers movie. Don't ever believe anything I say. Blah, blah, blah. Alright. Bullet points. Benedict Cumberbatch told Variety he won't be in the next Avengers movie. Now he's saying he's wrong. Cumberbatch might be joking. Marvel stars love to play coy with the press to avoid spoilers. He next stars as a grieving... I don't give a shit. Marvel fans already knew they hadn't seen the last Doctor Strange, but we might be getting more of him sooner than we thought, at least if Benedict Cumberbatch's latest comments are to be believed. On the red carpet for the premiere of his new film, The Thing with Feathers, at Sundance Film Festival in Park City, Utah, Business Insider asked Cumberbatch about his recent Variety interview, in which it seemed he had accidentally spilled the beans that his MCU hero, Doctor Strange, wouldn't be appearing in the upcoming Avengers Doomsday out next year. I got that wrong. I am in the next one, Cumberbatch told BI when asked if he'd gotten any sternly worded emails from the notoriously spoiler-verse Marvel team as a result of his previous comments. When I pointed out that other Marvel stars have straight up lied about their involvement in certain movies before, like Cumberbatch's Spider-Man No Way Home, yes, Garfield, who gleefully kept secret one of the most satisfying MCU cameos ever. I wouldn't go quite as far as to say kept secret. Cumberbatch quickly played coy once again. Don't ever believe anything I say, he said with a smirk. Reps for the film did not immediately respond to comment. Film scene surprising return on blah blah blah. Right in an interview, Cumberbatch said Doctor Strange is in a lot of Avengers Secret Wars, the 2027 sequel coming out after Doomsday. Both are being directed by returning Marvel filmmakers Joe and Anthony Russo, who directed yeah. In the meantime, yeah, thing with feathers, blah 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 about a Sundance movie. Okay. Okay. Well, I guess question number 1 is, when was he lying? That's question number 1. When was this motherfucker lying? Was he lying to Variety, or is he lying to Business Insider? Because he's lying to one of them. Travis says, I just imagine the Russos texting Cumberbatch after he said he wasn't in it, saying, just because you said that, we rewrote it, so now you have to be in it now, Cumberbitch. That would be hilarious if that was actually the case. That would be hysterical as fuck. Oh my god. So yeah, I get that's question number 1. To whom was he lying? Was he lying to Variety, or was he lying to Business Insider? My hope is Cumberbatch trolling is the question. No, the answer to that is definitely yes. The question is, how is he trolling? Well, actually, no. The question is, to whom is he trolling? Or whom is he trolling? Because he's trolling either Variety or Business Insider, and obviously all the fans all at once. So it's not is he trolling, it's who is he trolling. He's trolling the fans and either Variety or Business Insider. Like either way, he's trolling the fans. My hope is that he was lying or trolling, as it were, Variety. Filming does start this year. Yes, it does. We should, yeah. The script is allegedly has to be ready to go in March. We'll see. My hope is that he was lying to Variety, and that Doomsday is going to end up being something like what we've been thinking it was, which is a blend of Time Runs Out, some of the Avengers, New Avengers run, and a little bit of the end of Children's Crusade thrown in. What are we talking about? We're talking about Benedict Cumberbatch evidently backtracking and saying he actually is in Doomsday. That's what we're talking about. Evidently, he just did an interview with Business Insider today, and he's like, yeah, I was wrong. I'm actually in this fucking movie. I paraphrase, of course. Travis says, I could see that post-credit scene being strange, and Clea approached Dormammu saying, we've come to bargain. Dormammu asking what happens if he doesn't, and Loki appears behind him. Ooh, that could be fun. Strange news. Are you trying to be punny right now, Brennan? Strange news? Really? Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Hilarious. But yeah, that I hope he's trolling Variety, and we're gonna get like the Time Runs Out kind of gig. Mostly because I can't really conceive of what the fuck Doomsday would be otherwise. Or at least not in any kind of great detail. But not me, never. Fuck. Yeah, no, of course. I don't know what I was thinking, Brandon. You're right. Never you. Never! I also hope if it is Variety he was lying to, that Screen Rant's speculation about he had to backtrack, not because he's got a major point or a major part to play in Doomsday, but you know, they're right that technically to be in it, all he has to do is be in a post credit, and poof, he's in the movie. They could be dead on with that shit. Oh no, I was wrong. I'm in the movie.
It's a post-credit scene.
I'm in the movie.
Only a post-credit scene, though.
I'm in the movie though. So I don't want Screen Rant to be right. Well, I want them to be the ones he was telling the truth to, so that he's going to be in Doomsday, but I really hope they're wrong and it's not just a post-credit scene. Although, that's all it would take to satisfy the vagueness of his statement, just being, I'm in it. That could mean a lot of things. And definitely one of them is just a post-credit scene. So, who did he really lie to? Or misspeak? I kind of feel like, and this might just be wishful thinking, but I feel like the truth is that he is going to be in Doomsday. I think that is the truth. I think he is going to be in Doomsday because I don't know if I'd go so far as to say it makes no sense for him to not be in it, because I don't know what the fuck McFeely and the Russos are cooking. There could be a very dope-ass version of Doomsday that does not require the presence of one Dr. Stephen Strange. However, it makes much more sense for him to be in it than not, in this man's opinion. And it is, again, my fervent hope that it is not just in a post-credit, even though that would satisfy his quote. Travis says, the Spider-Man 4 have Dormammu hear something like, you master the dark dimension, but the darkness is me, and we have Null emerge and kill him. Is there a reason you want Dormammu dead? Like, you despise Dormammu as a character? Like, what's up with the Dormammu hate, Travis? Why do you want to kill that motherfucker? I mean, he's evil. I don't blame you. Like, as an entity, he does deserve to die. It's just kind of funny. So, I'm inclined to think he's in Doomsday. It just makes more sense than for him not to be. So that's what I'm going with. I'm going with he lied to Variety, or misspoke to Variety. And that he is going to be in the movie. But I really hope it's more in the post-credit. Again, I don't think it makes anywhere near as much sense to have him just in a post-credit as it does to have him being a major player in that movie. Oh, work with Dormammu. Oh, my bad, bro. What if he's in the movie as Dormammu, but not as Strange since he voices him? That's true. He didn't say Strange is in the movie. He said, I'm in the movie. God damn it, Noah. Why you got to bring up more ways that he can not be in the movie as or more ways for him to like not be in the movie as Doctor Strange? Like, just stop putting that shit in the universe. But yeah, that would also satisfy what he said. Is I was wrong. I'm in the movie. I mean, we all automatically think of him as Doctor Strange way more than we ever think of him as the voice of Dormammu. Maybe Smaug is in the movie. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying misspoke is that's a pretty decent possibility. I still feel like he was lying his ass off. But that's just me. He could have just plain misspoke or, forgot. Of course, if he forgot, that kind of lends itself to the post-credit scene theory that Screen Rant put forth. So, at least for me, I'm just going to treat this as an update to the situation and be like, cool, he's in it. I just hope it's a lot. That is where I stand on the subject. Do you have any further thoughts on the subject, chat? Chris says that would be a serious troll movie. Advertise all the veteran actors as returning, but none of them are playing the characters they're known for, at least until Secret Wars. Executive Justice, at this point, I'm going to have to wait for a trailer or something. I mean, right. Yeah, to know for sure. Yeah, definitely. I just think going through all these updates and speculating on what they could be or are not, or what they could mean down the road. I just have fun with all that shit. I don't know if I go so far as to call it a troll movie, though, Travis. I mean, technically, they haven't advertised shit. This is all just scoops and rumors and that kind of thing. I mean, yeah, some of the actors are confirmed. It's you know what? More of them are confirmed than I was originally thinking. Never mind. Forget I said that. I just don't think it'd be a serious troll move or troll movie. I don't think a lot of the fans would consider it that either. I think they, as long as they do the variants of them that they're going to do well, then people will think it's good. People will think it's dope. Or at least enough people will think it's dope. All right, Chad, any further thoughts? Because if not, I am done with what I wanted to talk about. Also, I'm getting tired. Dave Judge says, speculation is low-key the best part of Marvel releases to potentially save us in case the movie sucks. It worked for Quantumania. I mean, if they had not changed the ending out of spite because the ending got leaked, we probably actually would have a recast Kang right now. Because the original ending is the way it should have ended, with Kang, the fucking Conqueror, taking the Ant family to Pound Town and escaping the Quantum Realm. Instead, they made him a bitch. Noah says, I could definitely see them giving us Hydra Cap before the real Cap, kind of like how they did Johnny and D&W. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're going to get Hydra Cap before Steve Rogers Cap again. And honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if he showed up at some point between now and Secret Wars as Johnny Storm again. Especially because we are bringing the Fantastic Four in. Pound Town already did that with Janet. Travis says that's something I would like. It is interesting that Cumberbatch, in addition to Downey, play villains as well as heroes. So doing the same with other actors could be cool. Oh, definitely. But it's got to be done right. Like they got to be written really well. Bill Dan says first time I saw a Cap trailer on TV was during football. I don't watch cable that much, but yeah, that was the only time I saw it on YouTube way before. Okay. Yeah, sports is the only playoff football. Okay. Yeah, sports is the only time I watch like network television. Imagine Tom Holland as Carnage or something crazy like that. Well, he's getting the black suit. I don't know if it's going to be in Doomsday or Spider-Man 4, but I'm pretty sure that he's going to have the black suit by the end of Spidey 4. I think that's the story. But yeah, Tom Holland as Carnage would be fun. It'd be an interesting thing. Has that ever happened in comics? Has Peter Parker ever gone Carnage? I have no idea. Do any of you know? I'd love to know if you know. I don't know. Yeah, I think Noah, I think we're getting the black suit towards the end of Spider-Man 4. By the way, my Baconator was delicious. No, he can't. Who can't what? You just kind of drop that into the middle there, Daniel. I'm not sure the context. Who he can't do what? Carnage. Oh, okay. Or Doppelganger, that disgusting spider thing from Infinity Gauntlet. Oh, the comic run? Okay. That in live action would be sick. Excuse me one moment, please. I gotta check on a cat. Brooke says, honestly, it would be cool if they do make Peter Parker go full Carnage. I don't think he's gone full Carnage in the comics, but it would be interesting if he did. I would find that compelling, if done well, for sure. Honestly, I think if they haven't already, they should start doing things where, like, all kinds of heroes get all symbioted up and do bad shit. I think that would be kind of fun. That's just me, though. I don't know, like, how I have no clue how the wider audience would dig that scenario, but I think it could be kind of fun. If that ever happened. Either on the page or on the screen. Now, that would have been a good fucking episode of What If. What if Peter Parker became Carnage? How fun would that episode have been? That would have been a hoot. All right. Any further thoughts, chat? Because if not, I'm getting the fuck out of here. I'm going to go chillax and not talk. Travis says, both Peter and the Venom symbiote are linked to the Statue of Liberty now, as that's where Peter is forgotten and where Venom wanted to go, so it makes sense they would meet there. Ooh, yeah. I like that. Elsa Dan says, I have my wife's friend staying with us, and she brought a cat that hides. We couldn't find her for almost 2 days. Found her in my closet yesterday. It's so not even surprising to me. Having owned cats for a fair chunk of my life, not surprising at all. Eddie Brock just became Carnage. Ooh, yeah, I saw that. I saw Marvel was doing that. I think that is going to be dope, actually. Check my DM when I get a chance. Discord DM, I'm assuming. I mean, I can check it right meow. It's not a problem at all. There's an episode of the 90s cartoon where Peter's Carnage, and they pull in Uncle Ben from the multiverse to calm him down. Oh, my goodness. All right. Where are we going? There we are. bitch. Not click you, you fucking start. Thank you. There we go. Now we're moving along. Yeah, hurry up. Goddamn updates. Hurry the fuck up. There we go. Oh, that fucking vid. Right. I totally forgot about that, bro. Remind me and I'll do it on Saturday. Remind me for Saturday. I'm so sorry, bro. I completely forgot about that. What's crazy is my dog was in the same room and didn't sniff her out. That is kind of funny. That is kind of funny. God, no, I'm sorry about that. I said I would, and I completely fucking forgot. Travis says, have Peter die, the symbiote resurrects and bonds with him, which activates a new codex, summoning all the 616. That is one of the more popular theories out there. Thanks, Noah. I appreciate it. Yeah, I think that's a theory that I've heard a few times before, and it makes a lot of sense. Because Spider-Man 4 is after Doomsday, so... Oh, actually, that would make sense to have that happen at the end of Doomsday. Because that would also satisfy all the rumors, well, the on-again, off-again rumors about Null being in Spider-Man 4. So. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I am going to get out of here. My throat is raspy. I am weary. I still got to get up and fucking work tomorrow. And frankly, like real talk, I want some. I've been on a kick of finding a good book to read while I smoke some weed, and that's what I want to do now. So, Eddie being brought into Secret Wars but doesn't have a symbiote anymore, so they just stick him in an Iron Man suit would be funny. It would be mildly amusing, and also, I think, roundly rejected by the audience. Thanks, Travis. Yeah, so, love y'all. Gonna have the regular stream this coming Saturday at 9. Next week, we're gonna do the same thing we did. This is how we're gonna handle Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. We're gonna start at 8:30 on Wednesdays. 8:30 on Wednesday, and we'll watch Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, and then we'll talk about some nerdy news. Now I wish they would put a time in it, but Invincible drops. Is it next Thursday? I think that's next Thursday. February 6th. Yeah. Invincible drops next Thursday. God damn, is that a Thursday? That is a Thursday, right? Okay, yeah, next Thursday. So, not sure what time, but it's a 3-episode premiere. So, if they do the same dumbass midnight 3 a.m. thing, you know, well, either way, we're gonna watch that motherfucker on. Do you guys want to? Well, first of all, question number 1: do you guys want to do watch parties for Invincible? That's question number 1. You guys want to do watch parties for Invincible? Because if you do, they will start next Thursday. Now, go ahead and hop on in the old Discord and let me know. 'Cause, I mean, whether we're all watching it together or not, I'm gonna be watching that fucking show. But I think it would be dope if we all wanted to watch it together. I'm totally here for that. Executive Judge is in. Nice. Oh, thank you, Noah. Appreciate that. Cool. All right. My undying gratitude to all of you for being here, for participating, for watching, for hanging out, whether you were here live during the stream or whether you've made it all the way through to the replay to this point. Thank you very much. Ugh. Goddamn sudden nose itches. Yeah, it's totally awesome that any of you choose to spend what little time we have hanging out here with me. That's the shit. Y'all are the bomb. Oh, Noah's in too. Nice. So, thank y'all. Love y'all. And we'll see you Saturday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we will talk about more nerdy news. All right? Have a good rest of your week, and we'll see you then. Bye-bye. Well, chat, we made it. We did it. We put together another fun stream, and I mean it when I say we, because these streams are going to be nowhere near as cool and fun as they are without y'all's participation and your questions and your comments and all that kind. And you're triggering my ADD to where I forget what the fuck I'm talking about. It's all awesome, and I thank you for it. I hope y'all had fun. If you're watching on the replay, please drop comments. Let me know how you thought about anything and everything we talked about, or how you know, including your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, because we started with a watch party for that. But yeah, good times once again, and that is because of you guys. Y'all are the bomb. I appreciate you. I'm grateful to you. I love you. Hope to see y'all back here Saturday night at 9 p.m. for that stream here in the basement. So have a good, safe rest of your week. Hopefully see you back here at 9 p.m. Eastern on Saturday night. And until then, or the next time I see you, remember this. Wherever you're at, and whoever you're with, always keep it nerdy. Love y'all. Peace!